Hello and welcome back to Easy English Stories, the best place to practice your listening and vocabulary skills by listening to short stories in clear English. I'm your host, Oliver, and today we are settling into a warm, familiar place, a quiet city cafe. This is a story about the beauty of small routines and the connection between two people who never speak. Listen carefully for these 5 key words. But first, before we look at the key words, if you're new or you've been listening for a while, please make sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast. Follow if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere else. It really helps us to grow and keep making these podcasts. You can also check out my book in the link in the description below. It teaches you phrasal verbs in English by teaching you these verbs with the context of a short story to help you remember them. Okay, enough talking about advertisements and promotions. Let's look at our key vocabulary for today's story. The first word that I want you to listen for is routine. Routine. And this is a fixed, regular way of doing things. Our second word today is to observe. Observe. This is a verb. And to observe means to watch carefully. So to watch quite closely and carefully. Our third word today is sketchbook. Sketchbook. And this is a pad of paper used for drawing. Our fourth word, nod. Nod. To nod. It is a verb. And to nod means to lower and raise your head quickly to show hello or agreement. So really to show that you agree with someone. And our final word today is comfort. Comfort. And this is a state of physical ease and freedom from pain or worry. Okay, now that we've looked at our key vocabulary, let's read today's story. Try and listen out for the words that we just talked about, because you will hear them in context. Today's story is called The Corner Table and the Sketchbook. Let's get started. Every Tuesday and Friday morning, Maya followed the same routine. At exactly 8 a.m., she walked into the Daily Grind Cafe. She always ordered a black coffee and sat at the quiet corner table by the large window. On the other side of the window, outside in the small park, sat an older man named Mr. Chen. He had his own routine. He always sat on the same wooden bench with a leather-bound sketchbook in his hands. Maya liked to observe the people walking by, but mostly she watched Mr. Chen. He never looked sad, only focused. Sometimes he would draw a dog playing. Other times, he would draw the leaves on the trees. They never spoke. They didn't even know each other's names for a long time. But one day, as Maya stood up to leave, Mr. Chen looked up from his book. He caught her eye and gave a small, friendly nod. Maya smiled and nodded back. The next time, they exchanged a quick nod immediately. It was a silent agreement, a shared moment of comfort in their busy city lives. Maya realized that the cafe was important, but the silent friendship with Mr. Chen made her whole week feel brighter. What a sweet story about the quiet moments that connect us. Try to remember that friendship can often be found in the smallest of routines. I hope this story gave you a feeling of warmth and peace. And did you hear our words? Just to recap, our key vocabulary for today was routine, to observe, sketchbook, nod, and comfort. I hope you were able to hear them. If not, you can always re-listen to the story again. And remember to follow or subscribe to Easy English Stories for more simple stories and excellent English listening practice. Thank you all for your support. And if you want to support this podcast further, you can buy a copy of our book in the link in the description below. Until next time, keep on listening. Goodbye.